Honorable Sheson Fagbai with us this morning, still celebrating Ogun State at 50. And of course, okay, today is a restful day. There's a program coming up tomorrow, and it's let's talk about it. Good morning, welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning, viewers. Good morning, moderators, and good morning, Ogun State students. Congratulations to us.
Good congratulations to us, really, as we're celebrating Ogun State at 50, really. And we're so glad to have you here, join us in the conversation, really. Honorable Commissioner, really. Now, let's talk about the state at 50, the feelings we're having towards the state. We are all happy that we've reached this milestone. How can you describe the feelings and the milestone for the state, really? Do you think that the state is where it should be after 50 years?
Well, good morning once again. We give glory to Almighty God for, making us part of those that are witnessing the state at 50. Because some were born 1976, there were no more. And those that were alive and those who were born before then, we give glory to Almighty God for His mercy upon us. We also want to return back to those that, fight for the creation of Ogun State, and they are still alive today. Someone like Baba Obasanjo, who was a champion of that creation, and by the grace of God, is still witnessing 50th anniversary golden jubilee of the state. And not only that, it is not all administrations that can celebrate this milestone. How do I mean? The next administration now will not have opportunity of celebrating 60th. The next one. But we want to give glory to Almighty God again, that God has given Prince Dr. Abiodun, the executive governor of Ogun State, the opportunity, the ample chance to be in the seat of power when Ogun State is 50. Not only that, because when we look at the theme, celebrating our legacy and shaping our future, he has laid a very solid foundation for Ogun State that will tell us what our tomorrow will be, what the future of Ogun State in the next 10 years, before Ogun State clock 50 years will be. And when we listen to his broadcast yesterday, so many achievements that we can lay hands to on, not just achievements that are not feasible. He has put that in place. That is why we are saying we are celebrating our legacy, the legacy that he has made, that no one can crush, no one can fortify, than to build on that legacy when any other administration comes aboard and move on from there. It is really a time that the state is declared oil producing state, just about a few weeks back. It is really a time that Ogun State has a very standard international record. Over 1,600 kilometers of road were touched. Thousands of housing units, during its own tenure. We can continue to name, it one after the other, but because of our time, he has put in a very solid legacy that any administration coming on board will not say no, I'm dropping this, jettisoning this, it's just to kill there and continue so that Ogun State can develop. Yes, Ogun State 40 years ago it was in a place. Now we know where Ogun State is. In the next 10 years we are looking for getting a greater height than where it is now as of today.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Commissioner. Now you said shaping our future.
Yeah.
It's one of the things for this celebration. What do you see of Ogun State in the next 10 years in terms of infrastructure development, education, and health?
As I said earlier, seeing Ogun State in the next 10 years, as regards development, we are believing that yes, the next administration will be able to key into where this administration will stop come May 2027. And because that is what Lagos State is enjoying, continuity. That's what they are enjoying. That where they are bigger in terms of funds, in terms of other things, but with the little resources we also have as a state, if that continuity is there, we will continue to progress, we continue to develop. There is no administration that will come and start the whole new campaigning for the state. But one will come and do his own 8 years, another one should start from there, continue his stuff, and move on. You know, yes, I think that the administration has tried in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of infrastructure development, tourism, you know, and look at what Olimo is today, and look at what the revenue from there is generating to the purse of the government. If we are able to have one of that more under this administration, then another administration will come and pick up another 2 or another 3. The revenue of the state will definitely, continue to go higher and higher and higher.
Another Commissioner, now let's talk about the program highlight. We've had the interfaith, Thanksgiving and prayers. We have the banquet, and now we're talking about the Carnival flow. Now, when we talk about Carnival flow, what exactly is that? And then why is it chosen as one of the central highlights of the celebration? You know, we could have decided to do a parade or any other, highlight. Why the Carnival float, really? And what is the Carnival float?
This is, thank you, my sister. This is one of the major program of Ministry of Culture and Tourism. We had a command performance yesterday in the midst of yesterday's program, and we also feature in the interfaith program. But tomorrow's program is basically for Ministry of Culture and Tourism. And when we talk of social, because under Ishaya we fall under social, we should also let the public know that yes, it is not all about work and nothing. And Carnival is just a public festival involving general merriment and feasting on the street. Okay. And we want to get people converged, because this is our program. Because as the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, we've been eager to have a street carnival. Okay. And thank God it was approved for us doing this festival. Likewise, we've been talking about having a drum festival. By the grace of God, it is in our budget for 2026 that we also host, drum festival. Four festivals was also, held few months back. Carnival, it is just to get the public note that is an existing government. That's why we talk of Calabar Carnival today. When the former His Excellency Bunaduk, inaugurated it, and it's been yearly, every December they've been having it. Okay. I also want to pray that this one we are starting this year, by the grace of God, next year before CON leaves office, we will have another, larger or bigger carnival. But it's just to so the carnival is not a one-off thing. It's a continuous celebration. Can you walk us through it? How we intend to achieve the carnival, really? Okay. By this time tomorrow, we should have set out. Our target is 8 a.m. so that before the sun sets. Okay. But give it a take, plus or minus, maybe because of people are expecting from the 20 local government, we will start on the dot of 9. So we couldn't make it on the dot of 8. We have to converge at Valley View, that is government house. Okay. That is where we converge. That is where we are moving from. The 6 floats that we built, we have 2 40-foot float movement. One will do in front, another one will do behind. The other smaller, casters, 4 will be in between. One was made of a complete fish. Okay. Of a complete fish. No human being goes in there. That is the fish that will be behind to lead those that will be on the 440 feet in front. Then we will now have a very large crowd that will be working with different attires, different movements, skaters, bikers, masquerades, normal human being dress, be following those carnival, the train through in the designated route, and we will now return back to a national stadium you know, where issue
I have to cut you short. Let's go back to the float. You talked about the fish-like, you talk about the masquerade,
the dancers, the skaters.
Okay. Who are those that actually built it? Were they contracted to local manufacturers? Tell us about the artisans that were involved, the creatives that were involved, the ministry, but tell us about it, please.
If you get to Cultural Center, we started 3 days ago.
Oh, wow.
You know, building, you know, I would have taken some of the picture and show you, you know, traveling before the end. It's the ministry that is handling building of those fruits.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah. The director of culture is the champion in charge. Yes, we might have some artisans outside, you know, carpentry, weaving, and some other sort of, artisans. But the ministry is fully in charge of those fruits.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the artisans, the skaters, these are professionals that we get from outside.
Oh, wow.
Some from Lagos, some from the state, you know, so that we as a ministry, we might not have the staff that can do that for us, because from local government we are expecting 1,000.
Oh, wow.
Yes, minimum of 1,000 at 50-50. At 50-50 by local government to follow the float. That's 1,000. But some of them are coming with 200.
So how do you intend to control the crowd and keep the crowd safe? Because miscreants do not mix up with the crowd.
This is what we have done. If you have 3,000 converged at Valley View, we only have like 1,500, 2,000 to follow the float. The remaining 1,000 will come back to stadium. Like we have now, we are setting about 50 AO from Peru. 20 AO will follow the float, 30 will stadium entertaining people. Skaters, we have 50 skaters, 30 will follow the float, 20 will return back to stadium. So that we won't have too large crowds.
So, Commissioner, sir, now let's look at it. You're taking off point.
Taking off from the second gate, we go through Omega Market. We move from Salem. That's where the government house is located. We move to Omega Market. From Omega Market, we go to under the bridge of Ibarra to connect Lalubu, Road. Then we move straight down that road, just down to Alaba Lansing, that road, Then probably what we have done in order to reduce the movement, we will turn under the bridge of Kuto to connect the other side, because it would not have been blocked for many connect to the other road, go there and connect stadium. Not cultural center, through cultural center to the stadium. That will make it shorter.
Please, Honorable Commissioner, could you please take the route again? How you intend to go through those routes?
We convert as that's Valley View Government House. We move from there to Unida Market. And then we wait there because that is a market environment, you know, entertain people maybe for 2-3 minutes. Then we move again to under the bridge of Ibarra. Then from there connect to Kilo. And we turn under that bridge, connect to the left. Go to connect to Kilo, move straight to Yuru. You know, from Yuru we connect GT Bank by the right. Towards Alaba Lansing. Then we go that route, you know, to turn under the bridge of Kuto. Turn left, then connect the other side to make a stadium. And moving to meet His Excellency that will not have been waiting for us there to address.
So in all of this, what is the entertainment preparation for people that will be coming there?
The local government that are bringing larger chunk of the participants, you know, have been giving that national bring your people, take care of them, host them, provide whatever they want for them. That has been taken care of. Those that are from the ministry also, you know, the committee in charge has also making, you know, provision for their water, for their, because another big canopy and stage will be built in stadium. Where there will be, you know, people that we are invited will also be, you know, hosted there. You know, all the participants, a proper arrangement has been made, you know, for them to be taken care of. Then for the security outfit, you know, trace within in a meeting for long, you know, to control the crowd, traffic management, you know, to and fro where you want to, you know, pass through.
Okay, good.
Okay, now let's talk about the commuters and residents, because I'm sure most people will be concerned about the road closures that have been announced by Trace. Really. So, really, what message would you like to convey to commuters and residents of Abeokuta against tomorrow?
Yeah, I just want to plead with them that we are all in it together because we are celebrating our, you know, legacy. And yes, there might be slightly, you know, face little inconvenience, but we don't want it to be long. As soon as if we can move for 8 o'clock, the journey is about 1 hour.
Okay.
It's about 1 hour. This is about 10-minute drive. This is normal drive, but because it's a float, it is about 1 hour. If we move by 8, we get to the stadium, let's say 9:15. If one patient gets in there, you know, at the stadium with another 2 hours.
Okay.
Making 3 hours in all, whenever we start. And once that is done, the road will, you know, will be open. They should just, you know, be patient with us and have this celebration with us, because we want to make sure that yes, Ogun State, you know, citizens witness this celebration in any form.
Are the residents in any way included in the celebration? Because you keep talking about the people from local government. I've not heard you talk about residents of Ogun State being included in this Carnival float. Is there any way they are included?
Yeah. Majority of our workforce, either at the state level, local government level, are the citizens. And everyone they are bringing, you know, apart from very few professionals, we hire from, you know, Ogun State, from Lagos State.
Okay.
Because definitely we have people who are doing this job every day. We are just in the part of policy making as government.
I'm talking about how we are.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
There is no way. Most of the artisans we are using are from Ogun State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the people that will participate with us tomorrow, they are all Ogun State citizens.
Yeah.
You know. We might not send a personal invitation to OGTV, definitely will come and cover. It's also part of a citizen of Ogun State.
I strongly believe what Lara is trying to say here is this. In the course of the float, people around the media, they will see you. I want to join the and come over down to the stadium. Are they going to be taken care of?
Why not?
Yeah, they're allowed. Some people will do crash as well.
Yeah,
whether you like it or not. They want to be
so how can they participate safely? And then, you know, Carnival float is something very attractive that would attract loads of people, and it's something you'll be seeing once in a year, like you've mentioned.
Yeah.
So really, for residents that want to participate, apart from the 20 representatives from each local government or 50, like you said, how can the residents participate to join this Carnival, celebrate with Ogun State at 50 safely?
I want to bet you that if we move with 1,000 participants from Valley View, before we get to the stadium, we must have been seeing about 1,500. If not more. And we are going to drive everybody out.
Okay, so you've created room to that.
Exactly. That's why we wanted to use Okulu as a convergent point before.
Okay.
When the team of committee came to a state, they said, no, this place is too small. We went to cultural center, there is not enough space. That's how we end up in the stadium. Because we know by the time we move with 1,000, we are coming back with additional 1,000, making 2,000. There are people that will not even go with us, that will go straight to the stadium, waiting for the arrival of the field. They are all, we will make provisions for such.
Okay, my commissioner, sir, earlier on you did mention about Olumo Rock as a revenue generation for the state. Is it Olumo the only tourist attraction that we have at the one center we have in the state? I'm sure we have places like Bilikisu,
yeah. We have we have.
So what is your ministry doing in getting all of this revitalized and make it a revenue generation for Ogun State?
Well, like I said, I want to really appreciate His Excellency President Abiodun for taking this initiative of revamping Ulumo in April to what it is today. And we are not stopping at that as a ministry.
Okay.
And that's why I keep, I always say there is less government can do in terms of getting most of these things developed. That's why we championing it, making public know that we need private partnership involvement to come and take some of these sites from us. Because that is one of the key areas that the government, the captain of this ship is looking at. PPP arrangement. Now that place has been concessioned, as I speak with you, to a private professional manager. We are government. Yes, we did well for the 3 months, we managed it, but there are things he will introduce that we still need to seek approval from the government before those things can be done. And getting approval may take a longer time, but it is the concession to him. He wants to make his money and want to make money for the government. He can do whatever he wants there to making sure it attracts more, tourists. We are looking at our next line of action now is villages we have mentioned. We have started on our own, looking at what can we start doing there.
Okay.
So that we can continue to attract more attention. And we are also discussing with Federal Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy. The MOU that was signed some time ago, we were still expecting their committee to come and meet with our own committee so that we can look at where can we start, how much do we need. Is it going to be 50-50 from the state and the federal, so that we can start doing something in that place. I won't sit here and tell you that yes, President Abiodun, despite that he says he wants to shift his attention to the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, that he developed everything. No. But we are telling you emphatically that if it is another one, this administration will lay hands on before the other. So there's going to be like a first list in some of the tourist centers in the state.
Now let's go back to the Carnival float. Beyond entertainment, really, what economic or tourism benefits does this Carnival float have concerning the state? Really, what are we expecting aside entertainment? Is there going to be any form of economic growth, tourism benefits that it will bring to Ogun State?
Well, Carnival is going to provide opportunity for tourism, increase entertainment opportunities, increase destination visibility. People that will come, from different private states or local government that have not had opportunity of navigating that route as we have, highlighted it. We also see what the government have done, within the capital city, and we also attract them to come back next time. It is because we didn't want this thing to prolong. That's why we cut that route short. So that people can know different locations, different things in the state. It provides tourism opportunity, to the state. That's why we don't want to end it in 2026, just basically for 50th anniversary. We want to build on the legacy that is in Calabar, so that we also have the state carnival that will be done annually or yearly.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, my commissioner, when you were talking, you mentioned Drum Festival.
Yeah.
And you said you were having it in plan to have again this year.
Yeah.
So how is it going to look like, and what should we be expecting?
Well, you should be expecting something, fantastic than the one was held in 2016 or 2018 thereabout. No, 2016 thereabout. Because the last one was held before 2020. And since I came on board, going to 3 years now, the concern of the public is that we have neglect drum festival. And I keep telling them each time I have opportunity to discuss with them that we should give the government a chance. We are discussing it, but I don't have that right, that power to compel the governor to say we must do it until he wishes to.
Okay.
And during this year's 2026 budget, he was the one that publicly during the meeting that budget and commissioner for budget and commissioner for tourism made provisions for drum festival in 2026 budget through Ministry of Culture and Tourism. When we are defending again, we ask commissioner for budget, commissioner for tourism, did you make provision for drum festival come 2026? And we said yes. If he doesn't have mind of it, when he went to present the budget at the National House of Assembly, we still told them that yes, the major event we have this year is Ogun State at 50 and drum festival. We've heard Ogun State at 50 and we still continuing. The next one now is drum festival. And you know, that he doesn't do things without making a good mark of it. Look at sport festival. Look at the State at 50 festival. Definitely, we are not expecting anything less than this one.
Honorable Commissioner, I'm a firm believer of whatever is worth doing at all. It's worth doing well. Don't you think that many of this festival might be too much? I mean, you already have the Carnival float, and now you're talking about the drum festival. Don't you think that we shift our focus on just one particular festival, just like we have the calendar festival? Really, don't you think we should have just one here too and focusing on it instead of having several festivals?
The float.
No, allow me. The float, the Carnival float will be yearly. We're doing yearly basis now, and now we are bringing back the drum festival. Don't you think that we'll be having a divided attention? Shouldn't we have just band every festival that will be done awesomely well, just like the Carnival?
I agree with you. This administration, it believes in Ogun State citizens, and that is why we are co-hosting about 38 to 40 festivals with the king that they are in our calendar annually.
Okay, so one doesn't stop the other. Okay.
We having a drum festival. A drum festival may not be yearly.
Okay.
That may not be yearly. But we can't cancel drum festivals from Ogun State citizens. They believe in it. They want to continue to have it. But Carnival is something that is, rejuvenates the citizens every year. Maybe once in a year, towards December, towards Christmas, because it's connected to, Christianity, religion. Once that is done, you can be having Carnival yearly and drum festival maybe.
Honorable Commissioner, we have to go really. But on a final note, what message would you like every Ogun State indigene, home and abroad, to take away from seeing this 58th anniversary? What message do you have for the Ogun State indigene?
The message I will give to the citizens is for them to continue to pray, for the leadership of the administration. We have 15 months to go. Under these 15 months, a lot can still be achieved. Definitely. There is no government they will not criticize. But let criticism be focus oriented. If it is right, we continue correct ourselves. But if it is wrong, we will also reply. They should just be patient with government and making sure that yes, government is trying and still continue to try for them.
Many thanks, Honorable Sheson Fagai, the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Ogun State. Many thanks for joining us on the program today, sir.
You're welcome.
And we are trending.